Let's check in on the roads. And goodness gracious, Rob, just some crazy stories in the news. I mean, the news dominated by traffic accidents that were happening around the country in all of the provinces. But that terrific pileup was something on the N3 that really was quite frightening when we were looking at the visuals. How are we looking this morning, and are we expecting at least a little bit of respite after yesterday?
I think on happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning, Leanne. Yeah, I think what happens on a Tuesday following Easter, there's a little bit of traffic still to come back on the national route. So they will be busier. They won't be like they were yesterday, but they will be busier. But I just want to remind you that the N3 has been reopened. If you're just joining us, this is the scenes that we saw yesterday, moving out of Pietermaritzburg up through Hilton towards Sodara. The road was closed until about midnight last night, only opening about midnight. But it was an absolutely horrific scene, unfortunately. Loss of life, somewhere between 30 and 40 vehicles involved in that. Vehicles, taxis, tankers, and trucks as well. But the good news is now, if you're leaving Durban, the route has been reopened up through Hilton and on your way towards Howick. Now, good news as well, there's no major incidents further up the N3. The N3 toll concessions say no incidents. So you're able to get through and probably get through in good time at this stage using the N3. It is misty, though, as you come up into Gauteng. Getting a tweet here from Libu saying visibility risk, thick fog on the N3, Spruitview, Vosloorus area. So drive very carefully through there. And also, we showed you this during the news. I just want to give you a different angle. These are the power pylons that collapsed on Sunday evening, Monday morning, early Monday morning, around the Pretoria East area. There are multiple pylons that have come down, and this area is going to be without power for some time. We've just run that video. I think there's 5 or 6 pylons that have come down. The city of Tshwane saying following high voltage substations remain off. Pumalani, Pyramid, Kudusport, Waldu, Mamelodi, Heatherlyfield, Mooikloof and Vapadran. So that's a great big chunk of the Pretoria East area without power. Also, additional areas affected: Garsfontein, Woodhill, Woodlands, Pretoria's Park, Montana and Cineville as you get up into Pretoria North. And of course, it was those power lines that collapsed that closed the N4 for much of the Easter Monday. The N4 has been reopened, but large parts of Pretoria East and Pretoria North without power. So they expect some delays around non-functional traffic lights, I would think, at multiple junctions. All right, we'll leave it there. Quick break and then more of your favorites. Stay with us on Morning Live.